Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Definitely appreciate the support. I want to show you the method of me coming up with a blitz. Okay, so let's say I want to come up with a blitz to attack bunch. Okay, so this is how I will go about it. Now, we've went over a lot of different things from bunch. Okay, so obviously you guys should know 4-2-2-0-3-1. I don't care what defense you play in the game of Madden. Every single defense falls under one of these 6 different shell coverages here. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to narrow down that. So you guys should know that by now. I talk about this a lot. And we've went over cluster, box, sort, pentagon. You guys know about lock and level. Traffic we went over. We haven't went over three-way. I believe I'm going to drop that pretty soon. We haven't went over these as well. But let's just go ahead and make the video because, you know, you have to come. I've always stated this, like if you're dealing with a particular formation, especially the hot formations like stack sets and bunch in Madden, a lot of people play it. You have to develop a pressure package against it. Okay. Now, if you're playing against a guy and you have no film on him, right? And that's usually the case because we're playing random opponents. Well, technically you do have some type of film on him if he's always running bunch. And that film is everybody else, right? Because a lot of players copy and paste their style from everyone else, right? So when you watch Henry or some of those players in the MCS, you're actually watching tape on a lot of the players that you will end up playing because they're just going to copy and paste his style, right? So it's good to watch some of that stuff. Now, I don't watch it. I may watch every now and then different videos to see what the hot formations are. And I've noticed that bunch is always at the top of the list, right? So let's come up with the blitz to attack it. All right. Now, I don't know why I pointed at this. This is sort, okay? So you got to come up with which one out of the 6 shell coverages do I want to use to create a blitz. I can come up with different ones, but I'm like, let's go with sort. If you don't know what sort defense is against bunch, go watch my video on that. It's where we keep the backside safety tied to the backside. That's one of the benefits of playing sort, because we're keeping a true 4-on-3 on this side of the field, and we user this player and match the final number 3. So go watch my video on sort. And the reason why you can't use Pentagon and come up with the blitz, because you're pulling this guy to the front side. You're getting a 5-on-3, and you're forced to play man-to-man on the backside, right? But when you play sort, because we keep him on the side, and we have a 3-on-2 on this side, well, then we can come up with the blitz here because whoever blitzes, the other 2 can play man-to-man. You can come up with a lot of different things. And thinking on it now, you can use sort to come up with a blitz from the front side as well, right? It's also, I think, important to not only have a blitz from the weak side, but to come up with something from the front side as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. So this is me thinking, you know what, I want to come up with a blitz against bunch. Let me turn this down. So we're going to go to the practice field, and I will show you. This is literally me trying to come up with one on the fly, and I just wanted to record it to show you what I do to come up with different types of blitzes. So we're going to go to, okay, I had to go back because that playbook didn't have bunch or something. I don't know what was going on there. So I turn on match, and in order to play sort, you got to call cover 9, or you can call cover 2, right? If you were to call cover 2, obviously you would want to put him in like a soft squat. Then you would just match the final number 3 from this side. Again, the benefits of sort is you isolate this side from this side. It's a true split field coverage. So we could play cover 2 on this side and cover 2 on that side, and I would just match the final number 3. It's the same thing, right? But I'm going to call cover 9. And cover 9, I think, is the best possible version of sort for a variety of different reasons. This is why I always call it from cover 9. Well, let's just get right into it. So I made this video last week, so I don't remember. So You gotta forgive me on my recording here. So at first I'm like, you know what? How about we bring the corner, blitz him, and we just man him up on that guy, man him up on that guy, right? And then we have to use this guy and match the final number 3 from the bunch. Let's see how this works out. So we can see what happens here. I didn't have to man him up. It's already in the logic when you call cover 9 that he's man-to-man meg on this guy, okay? So it's very important to know that, and that may seem kind of like a small thing, but time is everything. I can't tell you how many times I've given up a touchdown because a guy just quick snaps the ball, and he usually does it in like the 3rd and 4th quarter because he's tired of being shut down by the things that I'm doing. So they just try to hurry up and quick snap the ball, and they get me, you know? It's kind of frustrating. It's like the lack of tools that they give us on defense. You would think that they would allow us to get a little bit more time pre-snap, or at least give us the coverages in the game to where we don't have to do all of this, right? It is what it is. So let's take a look and see how it happens. Corner gets in there, right? But I'm not satisfied with that. And the reason why is because, oh wow, so I gotta put this in here. This is from Dime 2-3. I just noticed this too as well. Well, before I knew this, but I wanted to throw this in here. Notice how they are in the under front from this formation, right? Up front, I mean, if we were in the over front, that can change the blocking scheme. And I say that because we're in the under front, notice how the center turns to our 1 technique. And now he's one-on-one, he's one-on-one, and this gives him a free path if this guy releases out into a route, right? And he does. So look how that under front helps us out there with the corner blitz. He's just unaccounted for on that blitz, but we want to make it better. So how about we try the safety? Right? Now, again, you don't have to change him. I didn't have to change him either. They are already meg, right? So this would be a simpler blitz. You would just bring him down and blitz him, and you'd be done. Then you would use this guy and match the final number 3. Let's see how that works out. And we don't necessarily like that. And the reason why is because, yes, he did get in. However, both of these guys open up, and someone should have picked them up, right? You want something where someone comes scot-free, right? So he just ran into his player like an idiot, right? And he should be able to get this guy, but he didn't, right? So to me, that's not good enough. I don't know why I'm showing that again. Okay, and also when you see that guy running free, it's because that's our responsibility, but I'm not concerned about that in the practice field. I already know in the game time, I'm going to match that. I'm just trying to create the blitz up front, and then we can do whatever we want with the back end, right? But I already know what I'm going to do with the back end. So after seeing that, I'm like, you know what? I like the corner blitz better. It seems like the corner is not accounted for in a lot of some of these blocking schemes because he's just, they don't expect him to come, right? So we bring him again, and I see again, he does come free, but again, the left guard, you see how they slid left? The center opened up left. They got a 3-man slide this way, which should pick him up. The left guard just is playing terrible. All right, well, what can we do to make it better? I think this is where I do it. There it is right there. How about we mug a gap? There's so many variations of blitzing, coverage, everything. Like I've stated before, you can make a coverage better by moving a player. You can make a blitz better by not doing anything with the blitz, but just mugging a particular gap with a particular player, right? So we're going to do the same thing, but how about we mug the weak side A gap as the 3-rec hook player? And what's our responsibility in this coverage, right? We're good on this side because they're man-to-man, right? And then we're just going to mug it, and at the snap of the ball, we're going to turn and get out of there, and we're going to match the final number 3, okay? So let's see what we can get here. And right there, look at what we got there. Let's take a look. Center opened up to us. Looks like the guard pinches down on him. And right there, look at it. He's opened up to us, and now we got a 2-on-3 on this side, right? I like that better. Okay, he turns back this side as if he wants to help out on that one technique, and by that time it's too late, right? So we did get, yeah, we got issues over here, because in that they wanted to slide and open up for the defensive back, and now they opened up this guy coming inside. So I like that a lot. This is where I tried it again, and it's just beautiful. Here we go again. Center opens up to us. Guard. I think the issue here is when the center opens up to us, the one technique is a problem, right? Because if he turns to get the slide, look at the angle for the one technique here. He has inside. He's far inside on the inside shoulder of the right guard, right? And you always want to deny inside gaps. So that's a hard block, I think, for him. So I think the center wants to turn this way to help him, which furthers the problem of the 3-on-2 on this side of the field. And I think that mugging action is what creates that. So I did it again, and we got good action again. So sorry for blinding your eyes there. I forgot to take that out. We're going to try this in game. Now, what's different here is the reduced split. Now you have to actually man up the remaining defender here. So this is where you get something a little bit differently. And I didn't have enough time to get the safety down, but he did come scot-free. Watch how I matched the final number 3 and got an interception. All right, here we go. Traditional bunch. Sort with the blitz from the corner. Love it on the short side of the field. Less grass to travel. We're going to mug it. Beautiful. So we're going to go to the next play, and this is where, again, now we're going to do the same look, but now we're not blitzing. Now we're just going to double this guy, man to man, and we're going to do the same mug action. And this is where you complement your blitz, where it looks the same. Oh, I messed up. I didn't put that safety. Okay, there I go. So let's see what he does in response. Now he blocks the back. Think about the limitless potential of this. Now we have more in the back end and less players for him releasing to create space for his offense. We're matching the final number 3. Look at that. It's just beautiful stuff, right? All from creating a blitz against a bunch. I forgot to get these screenshots out of here. I apologize for that. Hope that doesn't blind somebody's eyes. I think we got a couple more here. All right, when I saw that motion out there, I decided to widen the deep half safety, and we're able to do that because he's protected to the inside because we are taking the final number 3 inside. Same action. Blitz from the corner. Look at that. Let's take a look at the back end. Remember, we're matching the final number 3, looking for him. I usually just travel right up the hash because the final number 3 is usually coming across the field, right? So I found him, so I'm cutting him off. Look at how he had nowhere to go here. And 3 for 9, 47 yards. Couple more, and I think we're done here. All right, sort cat blitz. Corner's free. Look how we matched that final number 3. He's on top of this guy. We would like for him to match the final number 2. However, we have to live with that. Sometimes he doesn't match. Go watch my video on sort because I talk about that. Is this the next play? I believe it is. Now, we're just going to man him up, right? But we give you the same look. And I forgot to put that backside safety on a coverage for the backside. So that's it, guys. I mean, that's how quick, you know, now you have a blitz that you can utilize with match on the back end against bunch. Okay, and we have a weak side blitz. What we do is we call sort for the front side, and then on the back side, we're bringing the corner, manning up the safety over the top, and then we're mugging the weak side A gap with the user defender. Okay, and it's got to be from dime 2-3. That's important too. Okay, so I don't want, you know, if you go to some nickel and you try it and it doesn't work, trust me, the front matters, right? So maybe you can try it. Maybe you guys can check it out. If you have a nickel formation, maybe you can shift to the under front and then run the same stuff and maybe it'll work, right? But this is a coverage you can run. Dime 2-3, call cover 9, okay? And then you make the adjustments there, and then now you have a bunch pressure package you can utilize. And it's always great to have a pressure where you're only bringing 5 to get a free rusher. If you're forced to bring 6 all the time, now you're not as versatile on the back end because you just have to play man coverage on the back end, right? For the most part, unless you're playing hot coverage, okay? And you have less defenders to defend space on the back end. You want to be able to bring pressure by bringing 5 because that gives you so much versatility. You could be playing cover 1 on the back end. You could be playing some type of 3-3 blitz on the back end. You could be playing a cover 2 trap type coverage on the back end. But you can't do any of that when you are forced to bring cover 0, right? So I'll leave it at that. Hope you guys got something from this video. And, you know, maybe I'll make another video of a cook up where we just kind of cook up a blitz. Peace.